Pandas, 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 pandas. I got bras in Atlanta, twisting Lofi and a Fanta. Pandas! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it might be today. We do have an announcement today at 10 o'clock. Let me check what announcement it is. It's not like a huge impact one, I don't think. But actually it could be. It's a JOLT job openings. It sounds like when you hear the word JOLT, you're thinking that it's like a defibrillator for the market. And it's just going to wake it up. But right now it's called the JOLT job opening. That'll be at 10 o'clock today. 10 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll see the news during stream. And actually this week we do have a lot of news. Basically every single day there is a news event. I think tomorrow's news event might be the weakest one. It's the non-farm employment change. And that's happening at 8:15 a.m. Eastern time. But I mean, we have a big one, the PMI on Thursday. And another big one, unemployment rate on Friday. So these are two big news items in this week alone. BNZNB. Good morning. Bernadette, good morning. Kevin Mack, good morning. Carl Herman, good morning. Viral Rib Ticker, good morning. Mike Thompson, good morning. Carl Herman. Consumer Confidence Report 2. Yes. That's also happening. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Whew. Live Inspire says today is a bear trap day. Possibly. I mean, when you look at the daily chart, this daily chart is not looking good for the bulls. We are basically at the top of the trading range, and you can make the case, like, you know, it could be a breakout trend to new high. We can look for a reversal at this point, bouncing off the 200 SMA, and you're finding yourself in a place where you would typically look for a trap trade with a failed second entry long triggering overnight, with a second entry long triggering overnight, possibly triggering this failed second entry long here. If we break the previous day's low, then we have created an outside bar reversal on the daily chart, which could mean big downtrend. It can trigger strong reversal from this point, coming back to, at least, you know, in my opinion, it seems like to the bottom of the trading range here. And it can happen within a few days. Look at this big move here from the top of the trading range. 3 days it took from the top to the bottom. And so with all the news, especially this week, I mean, it could be like a 3 sigma move this week. I'm not sure. When I say sigma, you know, basically the average, it's like 3 times like kind of what the expected move would be. And boy oh boy, I mean, this is crazy because it's happening. Let me show you guys. I don't do this often, but I'll do it here. The monthly chart. I'm looking at a monthly chart on the ES, on the emini. And guess what we have here? You know it. It is a failed second entry long setting up on the monthly chart. And this candle signal bar is looking very bearish. Very good signal bar for the bears. And this means, especially because there's only 2 days left in this month, that we can have a trap triggering, basically reversal trade on the monthly chart. And you know, the last time this happened, I don't know when the last time this happened. I mean, when is the last time this happened? I don't know. Let me check. Let me see if I can go back even further. yeah, I mean, I'm like maxed out on a day's back. So, when's the last time that we got a trap trade on the? I guess the last time here was a trap trade here, but this one was going long. Actually, this is technically a trap trade. Fails to enter short, pushes up higher. Failed second entry short here, bouncing off the 20 MA. This is where it launched off and never looked back. Never looked back. Wow. I just realized this COVID spike comes down here at the top of the signal bar on the monthly chart. That's a price action for you. Works on every single time frame. I just realized that. It's actually absolutely amazing. So this right here, potential fail second entry long on the monthly chart on the emini. It's there, and it's glaring at me. It's staring us in the eyes, and when we're talking about monthly, I mean, we're talking about monthly candles, and so every candle here is a monthly. Takes 1 month to form, and so if this plays out, it could be several months of a downtrend, several months. Absolutely incredible. What can I say? I mean, I'm just looking at the price action here, and that's what I'm seeing, and that's kind of scary for me. I mean, for me, I at the end, I don't really mind it. I don't really mind it. You know, for me, buy the dip. You know, buy the dip on on stocks that you feel like have great value. But this is very good. If you're young, and you have money to invest, you want a big dip. Why not? You'll buy the dip. But for those who are maybe a little bit older, that is not looking good. I don't know. But who knows, Pandas? I've been wrong before. I've definitely been wrong before. So we'll see. What can I say? What can I say? That's just what I see. Good morning, Pandas. Make sure you scalp that like button. Let's get that bamboo today. We do have news at 10 o'clock a.m. today. So the trading might be a little slow. And it basically, to me, seems like we're just going to come back to the previous day's close. And we might hover around here until the news. And from there, who knows what's going to happen? Who really knows? This looks more like a spike channel currently. Spike channel. Market's about to open. Market just opened. Got a two-leggy here forming off the 20 MA. Right at market open. Giving us a decent signal bar to go potentially short here. Maybe coming back to the previous day's close. It's a little too choppy for me. I'm just going to let this one go, especially right at market open. It kind of can be a little tricky at this time. So also you can see here, there's a support being created in this trading range. Multiple hits right here. It ends up working out for you very nicely. Coming back down, maybe back down to the previous day's close. So what this red line is. Good morning, Pandas. Hey, drop a GM in the chat if you're just joining. A lot of you guys think it might be a bear trend day today. Drop a GM and a location. That'd be great. It looks like Lance took that two-legged pullback. Congrats, making that scalp. coming to the previous day's close. Probably gonna hover around here, I think, until the news. I don't know. That's what it seems like. Usually these key areas act as magnets. Not even magnets, more like gravity. You know, these gravity points where you might trade above it, come back down to it, might trade below it, but come back to it. It kind of just sucks it back up. Either way. To me, this spike in channel basically had to break a trend. Right, break a trend to new low, making a lower high or lower low, double bottom. Potential reversal set up here. Something interesting that we still haven't hit the previous day's close. Also, on the 5-minute chart, you see how actually the close here on the 5-minute chart is way down here. And so we have a wider gap on the 5-minute chart. There was a little boo-boo. A little teeny boo-boo. I had my markers on. I like keeping my markers on for you guys. That's from the pre-market show. So it's a little sneak peek of where you can see all my off-stream trades. That's just a couple of them I took yesterday. So we're potential reversal spot, but the fact that we didn't come and close this gap here yet on the 5-minute chart. We have news at 10. I might set on my pause until the news. I don't know. I always find the price action before news is just a little wonky. Getting very choppy, limit order market. Good to quickly recognize this. May break out to the bottom, downside. It's getting very choppy. Very hard to tell what's going to happen here. The first candle on the 5-minute chart is a doji bar. Big push up. Big push up. Still very choppy. Coming back to the top of the trading range. Small 3-point trading range. On the 2000 tick chart, you can see the trading range indicator marking here. I mean, sometimes the trading range indicator kind of marks the obvious. It's like, hey, we're choppy, and that's exactly what's showing here, and it's giving us the range of this small trading range here. You don't really need an indicator to show you that this is choppy, but if there's an indicator that does track choppiness, this is where you want it to work. You know, you want to at least see this, that it's working. So not sure what's happening here.
$10,000 tick trap.
Absolute choppiness, limit order market. Sitting on my paws, not taking any trades right now. Not taking any trades right now. It's absolutely crazy.
10,000 tick trap.
Potential trap on the 10,000 tick chart, but still so choppy on the 2K chart. I am not eager to trade that. Potential trap on the 10,000 tick chart. It's so choppy on the 2,000 tick chart. It's really choppy. Trap does trigger on the 10,000 tick chart. Possible breakdown on this trading range on the 2,000 tick chart because of that trap. Like I said, price action gets a little wonky before news. News at 10 o'clock a.m. and it is a JOLTS opening number. And also we have the CB consumer confidence number. And that's both happening at 10 o'clock. Hey pandas, you know, just fair warning, this week we do have a lot of news items. Like every single day the rest of this week we have some sort of news. Tomorrow we have 8:15 a.m. By the way, this is all Eastern time. ADP non-farm employment change. You have on Thursday the PMI numbers at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. The non-farm on Friday at 8:30 a.m. Unemployment also 8:30. So Friday, I think, you know, Thursday and Friday are the big ones, the real big ones. And I mean, those can move. That can definitely move the market. We do hit the previous day's close. Perfect tap off of it. So when you see a market like this, you just stay away from it typically. Just wait for it to resolve. We do have a failed breakdown of the trading range, and it's trying to come back up to it. Might come back up to the top of the trading range. Quite possibly. Double bottom here as well, right? We have a break a trend new low, and the new low created a double bottom. Potential double bottom here off the previous day's close. Can bounce here. Quite possibly. I mean, we can bounce and we can be an uptrend the rest of the day. Could be possible. We could retest the overnight highs. Could also be possible. Overnight highs are way up here, creating a double top itself before reversing strongly. That could be possible. Overnight lows right here. What do I want to do here? I kind of want to do nothing. Maybe the... I mean, we're clearly underneath the 20 MA here. Okay, we're pushing down. We made a new low. Looks like we're going to try to fill that gap on the 5-minute chart. There's a gap on the 5-minute chart where the close on the 5-minute, the regular trading hours, we have a gap here from the open to the previous day's close. And we're trying to fill it. Looks like we're about 2 points away, a little more than 2 points away from the low so far. Since the opening. Do you think we go to 4,000? I think we could easily go to 4,000. Oh, today. Yeah, I mean, if we break the previous day's low, which is this blue line, or sorry, the previous day's low, where are you? Is it far? Where is that?
10,000 tick trap.
Oh, sorry. Looking for a different color. This is a previous day's low. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to me. Previous day's low here. If we break below that, then we will probably go a lot further than 4,000, to be honest. But we're basically balancing on the previous day's close until it seems like market open. We shall see though. Or sorry, until the news at 10 o'clock. Potential higher low setup here to go long. Coming back into the trading range. I don't like it because we're still having a hard time closing above the 20 MA. And as long as we have a hard time closing above the 20 MA, it's just hard to convince me to go long. Especially if there's not enough room to the 20 MA. 20 MA is such a strong, like, common, like, price to basically, like, buy or sell limit orders off of. It's just so common. It's hard to trade against it. Potential higher low setup here. Higher low setup. Maybe come back to the top of the trading range. I want to wait for the news to happen. Like I mentioned, usually the price action a little wonky until news happens. Like especially if a news day. We may trap here to go long.
Tick trap.
Pushing down. Who knows? I'm thinking maybe the 5-minute chart still wants to fill the gap, right? Previous day's close. This is all regular trading hours, by the way. Could try to fill the gap. We're so close to it. I mean, I'm thinking we will. We end up filling the gap finally, and we're finding ourselves beneath the 20 MA here. Heading to the previous day's low here, not very far away. Strong push down, very strong push down. This is the overnight low, this blue line. Let's see if we bounce off of it. You can consider this a buy zone here, this entire area. And as long as we have like some sort of reversal in this area, but with such a strong push down, look at the 10,000 tick chart, pandas. Strong bear bar ending on its low. I mean, you're looking for follow through here, but I mean, with such a strong bear move, you're thinking bearish. Lee is up $4,700 on shorts, and he's been up since 4 a.m. Hey, got that bamboo? Let's go, baby. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. We are waiting for news in about 15 minutes. I think I'm pretty set on just waiting for news here. It's hard for me to go short here, pandas. You get this? Like, it's hard for me to go short right into the support, and I just can't go into it like that. I just can't. You know, especially with all this choppiness right above here. Good reason to actually think we're coming back into this trading range. So for me, it's just, you know, hard for me to go short there. Potential follow through on the 10,000 tick chart. 10,000 tick chart, remember, create a strong bear bar, and we have followed through. This might be always in short. Once this bar is created, this might be always in short, pandas. People might just really just be buying the close here, keep buying, or sorry, keep selling the close, sell, 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 and we are, you know, this didn't stand a chance. We are making a beeline to the previous day's low, and that's scary stuff. That is very scary stuff. Am I looking for a short trade, pandas? Is the question that I will be putting a poll up. If you find a good setup, right, If you find a good setup at the 20 EMA, what would you do here? Andrew Wade, combination of Andrew Tate and Thomas Wade. How do I get my charts to not be vertically fixed? The price action is stuck at the bottom of the chart. If you, I think, if you press the little F button on the top right of your screen, that should, I think the F means fit. It kind of fits the entire price action into your chart. F means fit or format, I'm not sure. I think it means fit. Oh, you're talking about moving. Yeah, if you want to move like freely, you hold control and then you can click and drag.
10,000 tick trap.
If you look at the 5-minute chart, the first 4 bars right now are bearish bars. One of them being a strong bear bar ending near its low. You're thinking bearish day today, or at least a trending market today. Potential fail second entry long here, but strong bull bars. Very terrible signal bar. That's not tradable. Okay. Strong move up. If there's follow through here, I'm not sure. I think people are still always in short, but we shall see. Couple closes above the 20 EMA here. This is no longer a viable question because we're above the 20 EMA now. But if you saw a good setup, a lot of you guys would have gone short there. But we're no longer below the 20 EMA. We are above it and closing above it. So getting rid of that pull. The thing is, like, you got to anticipate it, right? You have to anticipate the setup. So you can't be like, you can't just make the decision there, because your decision, your bias or your premise greatly affects your decision. You know, you can't, you basically have to be ready for it, because let's say, you know, you want to be in a trap trade. Well, you're going to have to skip the second entry short, right? If you want to enter the trap. So you kind of have to already anticipate you're skipping that. So this is what I'm thinking here. Strong bull bars, but not much follow through. Now we're beneath the 20 EMA again. Kind of looks like a head and shoulders type thing here. Omar, just passed my first eval. Let's go, maybe. Hey, get that bamboo. Hope your funded account goes well. I can reload historical here before the news. Big push down. Absolutely incredible. No setups for us, though. So I'm thinking people are still always in short here. Sorry, it's reloading historical. Yeah, reload and circle, they still look the same. Second entry short. Potential triple bottom, but let's see what happens here. Possible reversal trade. Right, triple bottom. Wait, actually, it's a quad bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits all in the same spot. Second entry short here. Possible double bottom. Coming back up top to the top of the trading range, marked by the trading range indicator. As you can see, trading range indicator giving us a trading range quite nicely here. It ends up being a nice reversal setup. I'm not sure if it's going to be a major, if it's going to be a big reversal, but news in about 7 minutes. Iron Cruise asks, so once you get funded and you exceed your trailing limit, do you have to go through the 10-day eval again? Once you get funded, oh, I see. Yes, your account's basically reset back to the original account balance. And let's just say like you have a 50K account. It'll go back to 50K. You basically have to do it all again, but this time it'll be for real money. And it takes a little longer to withdraw. So basically, there's a bunch of articles on Apex on the rules to withdraw and all the requirements. But basically, you can withdraw once a month. But the first time you withdraw, you have to trade 25 trading days first, which means that, you know, I don't know if there's any math that will really work, but basically you have to trade, yeah. If you trade at maybe if you start at the end of the month, then yeah, you can get the next month, but basically to trade, yeah, 25 days. So, no matter what, it'll have to be next month, you know. Your withdrawal has to be the following month. News in about 5 minutes here. Getting lower highs. I mean, we are close to previous day's low. If we break the previous day's low, what do we have here? Just 5 pushes down. That's all that is. The 5 minute, multiple bear bars in a row. You're thinking bear trend day today. Another push down. The market's still always in short. About 4 more minutes to the news, but really no setups for us regardless. We do have a 2-leggy here with a terrible signal bar. A, B, C. Terrible signal bar. Can't go short there. No setups for us in all of this. And we basically had to wait for this, you know, choppiness to break down. In terms of withdrawals, there have been lots of people who've withdrawn from Apex. Lots of people. This is a terrible signal bar because when you want to go short, you want the bar to be bearish, but this is a bullish signal bar where You know, you can't go short against this kind of bar. Basically, it can create a possible trading range if you try to go short against this, right? 3-bar trading range, something like this, right? Where you basically retrace the entire length of the bar again. About 2 more minutes until the news. Higher low setup. I mean, look at the 10,000 tick chart now. We're creating all these wicks, basically showing these are failed attempts to push down, and we're balancing on the bottom of the trading range. Trading range is huge on the 10,000 tick chart. The 5-minute chart looks bearish, but we can have a reversal here possibly. I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard for me to say. I mean, we are going sideways here, so basically becoming a trading range at this point. I mean, they even come back to the top of trading range, but we're having a hard time really trading above the 20 EMA, but also possible. Break a trend. A couple ways to read this, right? Break a trend, new low. And this could be a break of trend. Double top. Break a trend, new low. Possible uptrend here. I have a bearish bias because I'm a panda, but also because we've been basically trading underneath the 20 EMA this entire time. News in about 30 seconds. Probably sit on my pause right when the news happens, but if we get a clear direction, I may trade with it. The news is the JOLTS job openings, and it just came out. Let's see if we get some volatility now or clear direction of the market. Doji bar. Still choppy in my opinion. Kind of strong bull bar in the near its high. Again on 10,000 tick chart, failing to really break down here. Potential trap trade here. Still very choppy, very sideways. You can see here, continue to go up and down in this small box. Pushing up now. I personally don't think the news really had that much impact, but yeah. Let's see. 10,000 tick chart again showing having a very difficult time to really push down here. Getting so many hits on this one spot, failed breakdowns. I mean, eventually, probably it's gonna go one way or the other. But boy, I mean, he's having a tough time breaking down here. Tough to say. I don't really know what's happening. I mean, we're going sideways at the moment. Am I looking for a long trade? I don't know. This is going so sideways. If anything, you can trade this like a trading range. This blue box still valid. We are going in and out of the 20 MA now. Right, 20 MA is starting to flatten out. It looks like we're finally might get that push down on the 10,000 tick chart. It was just taking forever, but inside bar OI pattern, right? We're breakout mode currently. So if we break out on either side of this inside bar, this is where traders will go short here, go long here. If they go short here, the stop loss will be up here. Looking for a 2 times risk reward, most likely, from this breakdown, either this way or this way. This is what they're looking for. We do break down it, triggering the breakout to the downside. Oh boy. Triggering that breakdown to the downside. We may get a 2 times risk reward move here on the 10,000 tick chart. And that's basically getting right next to the previous day's low. Big push down, strong bear bar, ending near its low on the 10,000 tick chart. Like I mentioned, 2 times risk reward here on the 10K chart, possibly swing trade. No setups for us though to really take a short, right? It was just too choppy. But you can get your premise based off that, based off the 10,000 tick chart coming down to the previous day's low here. Almost made that 2 times risk reward here on the 10,000 tick chart. That's the OI pattern. Inside bar pattern, basically Albrooks. It typically works better if you go with trend. So if you're downtrend, typically works better when you continue the trend. And basically we're almost there. We're basically the 2 times risk reward. It's good to recognize this because it can bounce here, possibly. But if it's a strong bear bar, you're thinking, you know, this is just a follow-through bar, continuation. Continuation until you have good reason to no longer go short anymore. We do have a trap trade here. A little far away from 20 MA, so I'm not taking this trade. Potential 2-legged pullback here. I'll be interested in a short trade. I mean, it looks like we're in a bear trend day today. And I'm eager to go short here, so we'll see what happens. I'll put a poll up for you guys also, so you guys can share your opinion. I feel like you guys enjoy that. I mean, the polls, I get like great engagement. It's crazy. It's just like when you don't have to show your name, you guys are very, very eager to share your opinion here. So I will put a poll up. What would you do if you find a good setup at the 20 MA? I believe we probably did hit the 2 times risk reward hit on the 10,000 tick chart, and it's just 3 bars. Absolutely incredible. So people may take their profits here at 2 times risk reward. I think if we break the previous candle's low, or this low here, it could just be a waterfall type day. I just need a setup, pandas. I need a setup. That's all I'm looking for. I need a setup. Give me a setup, please. Always in short, you can just sell anything basically and make money. We just broke the previous day's low, triggering the outside bar reversal on the daily chart. And the daily chart basically has an outside bar reversal right now. Bad news for the bulls, in my opinion. Bad news for the bulls. What can I say? Looking for that second entry short off the 20 MA, if we can get it. But we are bouncing off a key area, so it could potentially act as support. We could bounce here. Sure, anything can happen, but such a strong move down. I'm still looking for a short trade, especially basically breaking the previous day's low here. Let's see if we can get a nice scalp here. The market might be so strong, we may not get our second entries. We might only get first entries. And we might continue to keep making new lows here, especially depending on how eager the bears are. And we know the bears are eager because right off the bat we've had gaps. We've had gaps already. The 5-minute chart, we can see a gap right away. It's teeny 1 tick gap right here, right, where we finally break down below this pivot, and our retest misses it by 1 tick, showing us a strong bearishness of the market through the 5-minute chart, through the price action. Market is being a little weird because it didn't give us our second entry yet. It didn't even give us our first entry. So we can't get our second entry, right? In order to get a second entry, you first need to have a first entry, and we haven't got the first entry yet, so I'm still waiting for that. We have a hidden second entry short setting up here, right? You can see optically it's just a second entry short. 2-legged move back to the 20 MA. Right. The reason why I say it's only optical is because we actually didn't break the previous candle's low, actually triggering that first entry. But we can see with this bar that the market moved down. So it's a 2-legged move, right? It's push up, push down, push up, possible push down. So a hidden second entry short here, possibly. And some traders will trade that. I don't trade the second entry shorts or hidden second entries here. I wait for the actual technical. So here's our first entry here, finally. We may get a second entry, but by then it might be too choppy. It's just getting really, really confiscated here.
$10,000 tick trap.
Like I mentioned, some people might treat this like a second entry short because it's a hidden second entry short. So we may not even get our entry here because people might have entered, eagerly here on this hidden second entry short. But I'm just gonna sit patiently here. This is how eager the bears are. They're basically coming with limit orders at the close of the bar. Even on a strong bull bar like this, they're just selling the close. That's how eager the bears are right now to enter this downtrend. So I don't care if we have a bull bar. I'm just selling this right away. I don't care. And they made their scalp. Bulls are saying the same thing. They're saying, I don't care. I'm just buying the close, right? Even the strong bear bar, I'm going to try to buy this. You see this little move up. Not strong enough, but you have bulls here. They're saying, I don't care. They're just going to buy the close. So we made a new low here, which is annoying because now we lost our second entry short. All we had was the first entry. So people treated that like a hidden second entry short right there. Just annoying, you know, no setup. A lot of you guys were looking for that short trade. Don't really have it anymore. We basically, it just became a first entry instead of a second entry short. Getting a bounce all the previous days low. It does make a new low here by like 1 tick. I think ultimately we would probably push down here, but if you bounce off a support like that, hard for me to counter trade that. 2 strong bull bars, any on its high, closing above the 20 MA. I'm not going to go long here, but now it's making it more difficult to go short, actually.
$10,000 tick trap.
No setups in this mess here. We're starting to get really choppy. Making a higher low, second entry long here. Coming off a support area. What do I want to do here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go long. It's too choppy. We've been in a downtrend for such a long time. Hard for me to go long, but we are also on a support. I mean, this is when things get confusing. When this exact dilemma happens. This is why the dilemma is happening, because of the situation we're in. We're in a downtrend, but we're also at a support, and so it starts to go sideways here, where people will probably take profits here. The bears are taking profits. Bulls are trying to get in to reverse the market. Bears are actually still trying to get in. Strong bears to continuous downtrend. So you're getting all these at these points is when you actually kind of get a lot of mixed signals. No idea. Very choppy sideways now. Still clearly underneath the 20 MA. We've basically only had... We have no moving average gaps here. Tough time breaking above 20 MA. Hey, there's just no entries for me, so I'm just sitting here watching, waiting for something to come to me. We're in this little consolidation, as you see with these 2 pink lines. Why do I use pink? I don't know. I think they're a little closer to magenta.
10,000 tick trap.
Boy, oh boy. Tough time breaking above the 20 MA still. Potential second entry short here. It's a hard place to trade in my opinion. I have my trend lines here, so it's hard for me. Like I would rather trade a breakout pullback rather than the breakout itself. Taking a risk here by going short. Huh. If you went short here, you're sweating. Thoughts and prayers to those who went short here. You're still good though. Your signal bar is right here, so you're actually still good. Just very close to getting stopped out. Right, your stop is one tick above this bar. You're still sweating because you're still above the original entry point, which was down here. You're feeling better about yourself if this does trigger. Right, completely still underneath the 20 MA. 7 pushes down so far. Absolutely incredible. I don't know what's going on. Getting dojis everywhere. Just going completely sideways. Basically just going in and out of the previous day's low. Staying underneath the 20 MA, which may give you some bearishness, but at the same time, I mean, this is happening at support. So it can reverse. Now you just got stopped out if you went short here. So, rest in peace. We may get a trap here to go long. That could possibly be the case. If you look at the higher time frames, basically completely sideways, very hard to trade. I don't know what to do. 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart, it looks like just a bear flag. It might push down again. But 99% chance we will come back to the 20 MA sometime today. 99% chance. It's almost a guarantee. It's pretty much a guarantee. The Albrook says like in the last 30 years he's never seen the 5-minute chart not hit the 20 MA sometime in the day. Basically triple bottom wedge coming off of the previous day's low. We can reverse here. That'd be quite a nice move if we do. If we reverse here, it could be a big uptrend, but man, I don't know. Some stuff. Second entry short above the 20 MA. Not interested. If anything, you would look for a trap trade to the long side at this point. But could hit your head right at the top of the trading range. Could be a failed breakout. I don't know. Maybe I'll trade a failed reversal attempt to go short. That's what I'm thinking. EX says, he's wondering if never mind. Which way is this going to break? Which way here? Bouncing off again off the previous day's low. We're still underneath this this trend line here.
10,000 tick trap.
Basically creating a wedge. Fail second entry short. 10,000 tick chart. I mean, look at this. Completely sideways. Just incredible. Right on the previous day's low, where people are taking profits and deciding what to do. Getting a second entry short here. I'm not making a trade until we get out of this wedge. It's very hard to trade this wedge. I mean, you're basically making a 50-50% chance. And if that's the case, if it's like 50-50, then your trades you have to make more than double. Your reward has to be better than 2 times your risk reward. Or your risk, 2 times your risk. In order to be profitable in these kind of setups. And that's just breaking even, basically. Is that breaking even? You make 2 times your risk reward. You lose 1. Gain 2. If you lose 2. No, it's not. Yeah, you can 2 times risk reward. You can actually be around 40% right and still be profitable. Breaking down here. I mean, do I finally have a setup here? Pullback, maybe back to the bottom of this trading range. Or it could be a failed breakdown and reverse back up here. I just need a setup. I need something. Potential trap trade here to go down. I like this trap trade just because I feel like we're in a downtrend, but it's kind of far away from 20 MA. I don't know. Going sideways now at this point. Multiple overlapping bars. Most likely we'll continue to go down here. Most likely. But it doesn't mean every single short setup will work for you. You still need to find your setup. Inside bar. I mean, this is the rarer case scenario, the less common. You breaking down a descending triangle, basically. Inside bar, we're breaking up to the upside here on the inside bar. Getting closer to the 20 MA here. Maybe just testing the bottom of this wedge. I'm not really eager to enter a trade, to be honest. I have a bearish bias, but I mean, the immediate context is very choppy. That's currently being a failed breakdown. Failed breakdown right now. Hard to go short here because you're thinking it might break out to the other side now. Comes back to the previous day's low, basically. Do I want to go short here? Not after these strong bull bars. Not after a failed breakdown. Failed breakdown could lead to a breakout. Strong bull bar ending near its high. Breakdown might lead to breakout, and then might finally start going back down again. Kellyanne took the short. Let's go, baby. Congrats. Right, breakdown leading to break out now. What a day. I mean, nothing tradable for me, just watching. Failed breakout. Breakdown. Failed breakdown. Leading to failed breakout. Depends on how you want to draw this trend line. Really. High or low? Possibly here. Second entry short. Absolute wild right now. Second entry short. Outside bar reversal. Breakdown leading to failed breakout. Possible successful breakdown now. So lower high second entry short potentially here. Lance gone, just passed another eval. Congrats. Let's go, baby. Hey, it seems like you guys are doing amazing. I'm having a hard time finding a setup, but it seems like you guys are passing evals, making money. I'm just watching this market. I have no idea what's happening. It's going very sideways. Potential short trade here. Kind of want to take this short trade, but it's confusing because we're still in this wedge. But I think the direction, if we're going to make it, will be short. Or I could be wrong here. Hesitating. I'm hesitating too much. Already hesitated too much. I don't like it. Disappointing bar. I mean, when you're still within this triangle, it's very difficult to know what's going to happen. Hey, I don't know. Hey, it looks like it's pushing down again. This is very, very confusing. I'm just gonna sit on my pause. I don't have any setup here. It's finally going down, seems like. Possibly always in short? I don't know. It's confusing. I mean, if it does break down, I thought it was going to break down here. Rather, it does one more push up, takes the stops out here on the weak bears, and then finally goes down. Absolutely incredible. On a terrible signal bar as well. A terrible signal bar here. Give me a second entry short. I'll take it. Give me a two-leggy. Give me a two-leggy. Come to Papa. No two-leggy for you. That's what the market's saying. No two-legged pullback discount, huh? Not today. Just always in short at this point. still always in short. The 5-minute candles, right? The 5-minute people who are trading 5-minute are still always in short. They've never not been always in short. They've been always in short this whole time. Inside bar, basically creating another 2 times risk reward potential setup here. I just needed a setup on the 2000 tick chart, and all I get is this just this crazy wackiness. Nothing happens. Untradeable in my opinion. Can't do anything about it. You can only take what the market gives you, and the market doesn't give you anything, then what can you do? Like now I'm seeing a nice move down, potential measure move. I don't even know where I would really mark this. Maybe at the breakout area? Last pullback? I don't know, something like this. Griff asks, have you ever considered a more profitable strategy? I think the question you really want to ask for is, what you're asking is, have you considered a strategy that has more opportunities? Because when we talk about profitability, at the end, the trader's equation is going to be the same. You know, it's pretty much they're all going to end up around the same. If you scalp or if you swing, right, they almost kind of end up being the same if you do them both properly, because for scalping, you just have higher probability, whereas swing trading, you make more profit, but your probability is less. And so with all the math, you know, I like to use the word math. It's because of the maths, it pretty much kind of work out the same. So even though I haven't taken a trade, it's because I'm looking for a high probable setup. And none of these are high probability setups, right? Right now, this is kind of 50-50. You don't know which way it's going to go. That's a low probability setup. Looking for like 80 to 90% probable setup. And so that means that when we do enter a trade, even though we might not enter many, is you know, hopefully a good chance we're gonna make money, so you don't lose as much. Yep, Sumatha asks, is that a trap on the daily chart? Absolutely is a trap on the daily chart. Outside bar reversal is absolutely disgusting. It's gonna be a very strong downtrend right now, and it won't turn back. I'm just looking for a setup still, but you know, even what's on a down, like even though you can identify the trend, you know, you can't just take every single setup. You still need to wait for your setup, because even something going short right here, let's just say, you know, that can reverse on you. So, but with a wide enough stop, I believe you can really get away with any short at this point. I feel like, you know, we're gonna probably close near the low of the day. So that being said, that means if you sell anywhere, you'll make money if we end in the low of the day. I don't think this will relent. It's unfortunate. I mean, if I went short here, I'd be pretty mad because I would have got stopped out, and then finally it went my way, the way I originally thought it was going to go. Let's check the 5-minute. 5-minute made a 2 times risk reward on this inside bar setup. Breakout mode. Absolutely incredible move. So I'm also like identifying other setups for you guys, other price action setups that I've seen that I know about. This all comes from Brooks, all Al Brooks, and you know, so you'll hear me talk about the 5-minute chart. You hear me talk about, you know, 2 times risk reward, inside bars, always in long, always in shorts. You know, even the 2-legged pullback is an Al Brooks setup, and so you'll hear me talk about all these other setups. But on this channel, we're focusing mainly on just second entry shorts. And seeing how, you know, this the kind of the point of this channel is to trade second entry shorts, and in good context. And so, and you know, part of trading a 2-legged pullback is waiting for the setup and not forcing it. That's part of the 2-leggy. It's part of the experience. And so if you see that I haven't made a trade, it's because that's part of the experience when it comes to 2-legged pullback. That's just how it is. Duckins Mitch says, so a break or previous low is not a high probability setup for you with this strong downtrend. Not the probability setup that I'm looking for. A break of a previous pivot low on a strong downtrend is technically a breakout setup. Right? You're trying to trade a breakout setup, and typically you'll swing those setups. You'll swing it. But what we're trying here, we're just trying to scalp the two-leggy. I guess I'm looking for a short trade, pandas. We've been so bearish. Give me a two-legged pullback at the 20 EMA and watch the first one that we get today be a trap trade and get us. It might bite us in the tail here, but we're looking for a two-legged. I'm going to put a pull up for you guys. A lot of you guys are flat like me. Most of you guys are flat, but I'm going to put a pull up for you guys. I wish there was a way I can save these pulls. I have to manually type these in. First entries only, so no two-leggies here. I mean, I would like a two-legged pullback if possible. Please, market. I mean, I've been waiting for it for a long time. I feel like the first one I'm gonna get, it's gonna reverse on me. It's just a feeling I have. So a lot of you guys are still flat like I am, just because I'm waiting for my setup. Now, were there other setups? And if I wasn't trading on stream, would I have taken them? Quite possibly, yeah. Pandas, we have our first two-legged pullback. Going with trend. Let's see if we get a decent signal bar here. And I'm gonna take the second entry short, pandas. Now I have a strange feeling I'm gonna lose this trade just because the downtrend has been so strong. But and now we have two pushes up, so probably people who are going short are wondering, should I continue this downtrend? We have two pushes up here. The signal bar is not the best, but it is not that large either. Close enough for me to the 20 MA. And we're gonna take this two-leggy here, and I'm in this trade, and let's see if we can get it. I just have the strangest feeling I'm gonna lose this. It just happens oftentimes on these like super strong downtrends, like the obvious two-leggy, the first one that comes up after a long downtrend, typically fails, and so I have a feeling I'm gonna lose this one. It's just a feeling that I have from experience. But here's like the first viable two-legged pullback we have on a strong downtrend, and we're looking to scalp here, and it looks like I'm gonna lose it here already. But you know, we'll hold on to it. We'll hold on to it, and we'll see what the market does. Maybe the market will be generous. The thing is, like when a two-legged pullback happens, it's super late in trend. It's kind of like like a trick, you know. It's like basically it's just showing you signs of reversal on two moves going the other direction. So oftentimes people take that as a reversal setup. And this is kind of like, it's already late in trend. It's already, you know, the downtrend is already really played out a lot, and we're trying to take a two-leggy here, and yeah, let's see if we get it. I just have a feeling I might lose it here, but looks like we're really close. Target got to, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. I really felt like I was going to lose that because it already actually did reverse there a little bit by one tick, but I just kept my stop loss. The reason why I took that trade is because the stop loss was so little. I was basically having a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio right there, and I thought that was completely fine on a super strong downtrend. I'll just take that trade and maybe lose it, but the risk was so small, I didn't mind losing that at all. Especially, I just wanted to like find a way to enter into this downtrend. Finally got an entry, and you know, just patient pays. Patience pays. Let's just say that. But I really did feel like I was going to lose it. There's so many times where there was a very strong downtrend, and finally with a clear two-legged pull back to the 20 MA, sometimes it reverses on you, and very frustrating when that happens. But it's happened to me many times, so this is kind of why I felt like maybe it was going to reverse. It did try to reverse on me. It really did. It almost stopped me out, and you know, I was ready for it. I was biting the bullet, and that's it. And you know, you got every trade you enter, you have to be really okay with losing it, because you're not okay losing it. Like, okay, I'm gonna lose every single trade from now on, and I'm okay with that. But you have to be really okay losing that trade based on what you feel like the probabilities are for you to make the win, right? Like, you have to be really okay losing this. Like, okay, that's within the range, that's within the bounds of my trader's equation, where if I lose this, it's okay because the setup was so good that if I keep taking the setup, it doesn't matter if I lose this one, because in the long run I will make money. And so you gotta be okay with losing the, you know, trades. Like, you know, whatever setup you enter, you have to be really okay losing it, because you're so confident that if you continue to take that setup, you will make money in the long run. I really thought I was going to stop that right there. Happens a lot. It really does happen. Like, a super strong move down oftentimes kind of has like a strong reversal back up when it does have a pullback. It just happens often. And this time it didn't. This time I actually was able to make the scalp, and I'm happy with it. But I've been in this situation before where it does stop you out. It is pretty frustrating if it does do that. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button, and yeah, hey, if you guys are interested in Apex, there's a 50% off sale right now, and we trade it 100% risk free here using Apex, and so hopefully you guys can take advantage of it. But the 50% code off is for you guys, and you know, hey, green is green today. We made one trade, but sometimes that's all you really need per day. Depending on how many Apex accounts you have, one trade a day is enough for you to make a amazing income. But you know, it really depends on how many accounts you have. But with that being said, Pandas, remember, tomorrow there is news. Tomorrow will be the 8:15 a.m. Eastern Time will be the ADP non-farm employment change, and that's considered to be high impact, and it's gonna be at 8:15 a.m. And so if you're trading the pre-market, just be aware of that. But other than that, Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. Again, if you guys are interested in like how much money I'm withdrawing, and if you guys are interested in, you know, all my, you know, off-stream trades, if you're interested in all my account balances, how much money I've made so far, if you're interested in those things, right, there's a reason why we have the Panda membership. So you get access to the pre-market show. We go over all of those things. And so Pandas, with that being said, hopefully I'll see you guys there, and you guys sign up. The more the merrier for me, and I love having you guys there in the pre-market show, so we can have a little more intimate time together to talk, you know, answer questions and really go over how I'm doing, you know, like just personally as a trader in this journey that I have. But otherwise, I mean, this is completely for free for you guys, the mainstream. So for those who are just content with that, then, you know, I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting and watching the stream and being part of the community. But there is a special place for the, you know, the Pandas. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, Brian. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.